another video. Today we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets. So yeah, man, we just gotta keep pushing. Well, this will look good. Christmas, classic. They got the white one. Wow. Oh wow. Wow.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. And with today's 24-hour media cycle and players dialed in with their smartphones and their social media, some have said players need to unplug more. What do you guys think, Shaq? Oh, I'm sorry, you're texting.
I was checking my fantasy lineup, and I was
putting something on, posting on social media, that picture that we took earlier?
Yeah, I was doing all that. And yeah, smartphones are pretty great, honey.
Well, in all seriousness, I think
Do we have to be in all seriousness?
Yes, I think there is a time and place for social media. It should not be at halftime or during this monologue that we're doing right now. I don't think that he should be on his phone. I think there's something innately wrong with that, Ernie. And I am not going to stand for this lack of professionalism. I'm ready to get up. I am ready to... I will move. Oh, my goodness.
I thought it was funny.
40. We got 17 games, man. Gee, we got 17 games.
The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And back in action is Kemba Walker. They are more than happy. He is suited up and ready to go.
Well, they had lost a lot off the fastball when he was on the sideline with that injury, guys. And things really started to unravel for them shortly after he got hurt. And they just couldn't piece it back together.
His mere presence, his intangibles, the things that don't show up in the stat sheet. I think they knew he'd be missed and had no idea how much.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Since taking over, Pistons coach and team president Stan Van Gundy has quickly reshaped the roster. The wins have followed. He said, "We've come a long way. Now we've got a group of guys who fit together on the floor and are all high-character individuals. There's a much better feel." Kevin?
It's not just about raw talent, but how the pieces fit, DA. Thanks. And as we get into the meat of the season, the rookie wall starts to loom. Chris, did you feel that rookie wall hit you your first season in the NBA?
No, I didn't. I actually felt the rookie wall fall on top of me, Kevin. I mean, it was so long of a grinding season. College was only about 30 games. The NBA, oh man, 82 games, and you're flying, and you're practicing. It's more than anything you've ever done. Plus the age difference and the maturity physically between you and your peers. And so it is definitely something that you have to get used to. And hopefully you have great teammates and some great trainers that can get you to that rough period.
Great points. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Williams, Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Batum in at the three. And good that time.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Harris with him. He's picked up by Walker. Harris dishes to Young. Feeds it to Lure. The 11-footer tipped in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lure's got his first points of the night. Outside, Walker. Good D by Drummond.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there.
Now here's Lamb, defended by Young. Lamb passes to Walker. He dishes it to Hibbert. Yes, that goes in. Hibbert's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
Now here's Lure. Dishes it to Harris. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Walker. Launches a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing out.
And one thing, Chris, you like about Kemba Walker the past couple of years is that his shot selection has continued to move in the right direction.
And a lot of that is just maturing as a point guard in the NBA. Kemba was seen for a while as an inefficient scorer, but he's dropped that tag with his play. He still has room to grow, so who knows just how good this guy can get.
Back to Harris. Screen by Young. Harris kicks to Drummond. The dish to Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Just a gritty effort down low. The D sometimes has no answer for Young other than to foul it.
A bit of a tidbit about the Hornets. They had never won their division since becoming an NBA team in 1988. That is a long drought, to say the least.
Wow, that is a long drought, and they've had good teams. Plenty of playoff appearances. They have finished second in their division on numerous occasions. They have even had home court advantage in the opening round of their postseason without ever winning the division.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for John Lure. Taj Gibson's checked in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And so Young nails them both.
Now this team at times on the floor can remind you of the 2004 Pistons and how they play. Very unselfish, defensive-minded, and playing for one another. No big star, but doing what they can to get wins.
He used that pick just right. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Walker has a sweet touch from there. He feels at home in that mid-range area.
Drummond. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And with that 2004 Piston team, Chris, you mentioned, that was the last title the franchise took back to Detroit. What a team, too, led by Ben Wallace.
When you talk about team basketball, and they pulled off one of the bigger upsets in the NBA Finals history when they dismantled the Lakers team stuffed with future Hall of Famers. They played the better team ball and were able to overcome Kobe and Shaq with GP and the mailman. One thing that Drummond might not get enough credit for is his play on the defensive end. He's very strong, not only at blocking shots, but keeping players from getting comfortable, keeping them out of their comfort zone. It's hard to set up in the post when you got a big man like that leaning on you.
So he comes up empty at the line. And Chris, with Drummond, the defense also comes in the form of quick hands. He gets a lot of steals for a center.
Okay, fast hands and good anticipation are part of that. The fact that he is such an immovable object on the block is just frustrating for his assignment. What is scary, though, is only going to get better.
It's stolen by Sessions. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
He was named Player of the Year coming out of college. Kaminsky is still adjusting to the speed of the NBA game. And Frank Kaminsky, such a great player at the college level when he was at Wisconsin. Hasn't been the easiest transition to the NBA for him early on. The speed of the game is something that he needs time to adjust to.
The first one falls. And with Kaminsky, you just have to be patient with that adjustment period to the NBA because of his unique skill set.
Well, you should also be patient because very few 7-footers can do what he can do on offense. He has a good shot from beyond the arc and can pull up away from rim protectors. He has a very soft touch on all of his shots. He'll just find space if you leave him alone.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Morris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Walker's shot is off. Pistons trail by 4. Fires it up. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his first basket.
I love watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball. Just has such beautiful form of shot.
Sessions dishes to Kaminsky. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And over the past few seasons, Chris, you've seen the role of Kid Gilchrist throwing the offense.
Kid Gilchrist has always been good in the open floor. The big change is his ability to get to space in the half-court sets and knock down shots. Now, he still prefers to attack the rim, but now you have to respect all aspects of his game.
And he knocks down the first one.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
A few years back, Michael Kid Gilchrist decided to rework his jump shot. He took out that weird hitch he had coming into the league and changed it for a more natural-looking shot. It's worked well for him since the change.
Good work there as it goes.
Even when the D is draped around him, Jackson knows how to finish close to the rim. Just such a skilled player.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gibson passes to Kid Gilchrist. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
It appears as if he just spaced out temporarily there. Really an unfortunate turnover.
Here's Smith. Caldwell Pope outside. Morris outside, takes the 3, and no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. When it's ahead, up 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to patrol the paint as much as possible. We want long contested 2s. If they guard the three-point line, bring it to me. I'll either hit one straight up, block the shot, or alter the shot. So contested 2s are the worst shots in the NBA.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think? how good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Yeah, really unselfish. The guys are in it for each other. I mean, racking up huge assist totals. Love to see the game being played this way.
They got Tobias Harris. John Lure's out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Smith in the one. They're the group Detroit will start the second one. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Mavericks lit up the floor. Picked up 12 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him. And what became a great exhibition on his part. He led the charge in what was another win for this team. They are firing on all cylinders. Kevin?
All right, thank you as always, David. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Well, fellas, I couldn't be more impressed with his level of tenacity. Curious to see what he does here for an offense.
And Chris, you're part of perhaps one of the most exclusive clubs in NBA history, as you were selected first overall in your draft. What was that like? What an experience that must have been.
Oh, man, it was a wonderful moment. I mean, you know, I worked so hard to get there. I come off of disappointment in college, and so working hard and being able to kind of put that behind me and get right to the next level and be the number one pick, you know, I was just honored. I was thankful. I was humbled. It was just a blessing, you know, and the craziest part about it is that it happened in Detroit at the Palace, where I won 2 state championships there. I won 3 state championships in Michigan and 2 specifically in the Palace at Auburn Hills. And so that place is always going to be special to me. And just growing up and being the number one pick, you know, it was just an honor.
Chris, who do you feel is the most dangerous post player with their back to the basket in the NBA right now?
Oh, wow. You know, I'd have to say DeMarcus Cousins, you know, he's not a traditional back to the basket, but he pivots and still gets that space up there. And his pump fakes, his up fakes.
Yes.
He's probably the most dominant big man offensively on the block. And also, I think you got to go back to a guy like Zebo. Yeah, he's lost a little bit of his athleticism, gotten older, but that's the thing about a guy like him. He's never been the most athletic. So being able to score down on that post is a skill. And Cousins and Zebo right now definitely hold that skill down.
Great perspective. And Sessions kicks to Kid Gilchrist. On the wing, Lamb, guarded by Jackson. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Oh, man, this is when the coach gives you the whistle and needs to settle his guys down. Don't worry about the run. Go one possession at a time.
Now, here's Lure. After Jeremy Lamb's miss. 5 to shoot. Shoots. Jackson misses. Hornets trail by 9. It's taken away by Smith. Last break. Here we go. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Lamb with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game. Got the drought. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
With range to go well beyond the three-point line. Lamb can force the defense to extend further out.
Pass to Drummond. Great D that time from Gibson.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with Ripper.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
There's the screen. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Kevin Drummond is making great strides in his all-around game, spotting his teammates for a clean look at the rim.
Lamb with the ball. Jackson on him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break.
shot. Free throw drops for Lamb.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years. Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
And Lamb drops them both. 16 seconds left in the first half. Caldwell Pope outside. Marjanovic passes to Evans. A three from Johnson. No good. And so we conclude the first half. It's Detroit as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Roy. What has to happen in the second half?
I think we need to take care of the ball on the offensive end, get back, but got to do a better job of just control the pace of the game. You give a little bit of leeway, but we need to do a better job in that aspect.
Well, we'll see if we can keep control in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Keep it up, guys. Give some good momentum. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Do not let up, gentlemen. Play with the same enthusiasm. Let's get this W.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
And in terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the five for Kevin McHale. Batum is out there with Marvin Williams. There's Jeremy Lamb. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
To many, Jeremy Lamb will probably always be known for being a piece of that James Harden trade. But he's still a young player and has started to make his way in the NBA. He's shown flashes of where you can see his potential.
Now, here's Lure. Fires from 18. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. And a wide open look for Lamb. They get the rebound, poke loose. Harris kicks to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And with Lamb, Chris, his game is coming along.
Well, a big step for him was getting out of OKC to a situation where he wasn't looked at as a replacement for anyone. Now he can just work on his game, free of any expectation, and see how far he can go.
The Pistons shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now here's Walker. He has 6. Pass to Hibbert. Baseline J on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Harris outside. He kicks to Lure. From about 16, it's not going to go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Yeah, but they could have moved the ball better as well. The shot selection was poor offensive execution. And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker. Now, when you watch this Detroit team play, you can't help but think about perhaps one of the most legendary teams ever to play in the NBA, the Bad Boys Pistons. The amazing team that would deliver back-to-back titles to my city of Detroit. One of the toughest teams ever in any sport.
It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hornets trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they were.
They were just unwilling to do. They got killed for it.
Different look here for Detroit. Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for John Lure. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Tobias Harris. Charlotte also making some changes. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harris against Walker. A fader. And the Hornets miss again. Well, with a look at today's rosters, you'll see a veteran or two acting as a mentor on a team for young players. Chris, all teams want them. They need them for that balance. You've been on both ends of that relationship. Just how important is that for a young player?
It is very important. You know, when you think about the word fear, fear mostly is what you anticipate about the unknown. And for a lot of young players, you know, they just don't know what to expect. They just don't know what habits to have. They just have never been in this situation before. And they're going to figure it out, regardless if anyone helps them or not. But just think about how it just helps the learning curve and how it speeds up the pace when you have someone that can tell you from their perspective how to approach games or how to prepare for games, how to recover, how to treat your body, how to play this guy. I know coach said this, but you might want to try this if that doesn't work. You know, and I think that's probably one of the most underrated and depleted spaces on the team are guys that can be that third coach on the team, but with the jersey on. And so I think it's very important to have guys in those mentor-type positions, just because they've had to go through what these players have gone through. Not just coach, but they've had to go through it and can tell it from a player's perspective.
Great points. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, remember when Roy Hibbert burst onto the scene in that great year for the Pacers, and he's still one of the league's elite rim defenders. He doesn't go for the block so much as create a wall. It's called the principle of verticality, and Hibbert says, I'm the godfather of that. I'm not going to name names, but there were some prominent coaches who said, you need to get rid of this. Kevin, here's the rules.
Yeah, D.A., he didn't invent it. He just perfected it. Thanks. Now, here is Young, following the shot by Roy Hibbert. And Young kicks to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Baseline jumper. And, yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim. Young's got 9.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
But 2 dishes to Kaminsky. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go. Young's got the fast break chance. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Well, of course it did. The D was nowhere to be found, and because of that, he easily spread it down the court and got an easy bucket.
Johnson, he's checked in for Marjanovic. The Hornets also with the sub. Sessions is checked in. Detroit shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And really, Perez is a fantastic player, a true leader on the floor who his teammates look up to.
Now Sessions. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Harris kicks to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. So for the Pistons, Andre Drummond's checked in for Young. And it's Jackson in for Harris. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Taj Gibson's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Hornets trail by 14. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On the wing, Batum. Jumper off the screen. Detroit with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Even once the defense extended, the shooters were already in such a rhythm, there was no way to slow them down.
3 seconds left, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got his second bucket tonight. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Detroit as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Detroit leading by 16. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Andre Drummond is out there with Tobias Harris, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's Drummond missing. Charlotte shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Sessions with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And here's Sessions. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the pass to Kmitch. A three-pointer, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past the finish with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Now here's Sessions. Outside Batum. Back balls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jackson kicks to Johnson. Drummond a screen. There's a screen. Here's Harris, and it's blocked.
Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot clock.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Keep it simple, know yourself, and that's how he gets his minutes. He doesn't stop battling for rebounds, even when the score is lopsided. He knows his role.
Here's Sessions. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. The shot misses off the right iron. Pistons leading by 17. Here's Johnson. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Sessions against Jackson. Williams a screen on Johnson. Now here's Sessions. Gibson a screen. Here is Sessions from deep. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Harris kicks to Johnson. Here's Jackson. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. And that's 10 points for Reggie Jackson.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Harris against Gibson. Kicks to Williams. Batum against Caldwell Pope. Batum passes to Kaminsky. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And a crafty pass into the lane, perfectly executed.
Caldwell Pope outside. The feed to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Jackson has the open look. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, man, you really like seeing Jackson get going from the perimeter. His three-point shot has come a long way.
Here's Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions.
He couldn't have asked for a better look there. He just didn't get it to go.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
And this was one that never really was a doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance. No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Andre Drummond. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And in a short period of time, the former UConn Husky Drummond has blossomed into an elite center, just taking the lead by storm.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Harris. Young comes in for Johnson. Levins checked in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. And Harris subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Well, the salary cap skyrocketing this season and next season as well with all the new TV money. Chris, it's sure a good time to be a free agent, isn't it?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I mean, it seems like every, decade, the next decade, the players say, man, I wish I was born in that one. But I tell you what, the business of basketball is doing well, thanks to the fans,
yes,
and thanks to the hard play and work of these players.
Well said. Now, here is Young. Levins dishes to Harris. He feeds it to Morris. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And there's a call on Denver Levins. That's his first foul. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Batum, good.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Harris hits the Young. Back to Harris. It's Young on the wing. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Listen, that's the kind of hustle I want to see out of you. From the tip-off to the last buzzer, intensity all the way. I like that. So keep that up. Hey, Prez. How you doing, man? Yo, gotta catch up before the next game. I want you to start focusing first and foremost. Hey, going back to my house. You guys want to come through? Hello?
Got me feeling better. I treat it like it's forever. Gotta get it now and never get the best. Mariachi, cut the sap when I'm a baby. And not to know 10 cents, 10 in the morning. Shining like a star, you should have seen it. Trying to get the best. Mariachi, cut the sap when I'm a baby. And not to know 10 cents, 10 in the morning. Shooting like a star, like royal. Hey, how we coming? Yeah, the girl told me she, dunking on the beats and now dunking on the
All right, guys. So we got got 2 games left. So let's just keep on doing practices. Let's keep on doing practices. We almost in March, man. We almost in March. You gotta keep pushing, man. Gotta keep pushing. Almost in March, man. Two more freaking games, man. 2 more freaking games. I probably could do it though, but on the next episode, we'll be going up against. Oh, I gotta do one more. Do one more right quick. But we'll be going up against the Boston Celtics, guys. That'll be next episode. So stay tuned for that. We'll be going up against the Boston Celtics, and then we'll be in March. We got 17 games in March, and once we finish all the games in March, we got until the 31st. So, yeah. The 31st of March. So, we got to keep pushing through, man. Keep pushing through. But we're going against the Boston Celtics. So, on the next episode, we'll be going up against the Boston Celtics. And then the Portland Trailblazers will be the next episode. But yeah, man, if y'all been enjoying the series, let me know down in the comments down below, in the description too. Let me know how you feel about these videos. Am I doing really good? Am I doing bad? If you don't like them, stuff like that. Just let me know how I should improve. Because I still need to get a camera and a desktop computer with a adapter or whatever they call that stuff. Because, you know, I'm trying to have people come into the streams and comment in the live chat. And then when I want to comment them in the live chat, I can reply to them. But yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe.